Welcome back to Rapid City. Last week, the Stegos took down Eastern Michigan in Toledo for a 2-0 start and got hot on the trail of a new QB for the future. In this episode, we'll cover the Buffalo, FCS Southeast, and Miami of Ohio games, along with more recruiting updates for the team as we blaze through Season 1 in this recap style until Season 2. Remember, to get that prospect name submitted if you want a guy as part of this dynasty. Link in the comment and description if you want to do that. Now, out to Buffalo we go, where Charlie Barrage will look to stop throwing picks. First drive of the game for Rapid City would stall out and force a field goal attempt that would go wide left. But not to worry, as Buffalo would throw an interception directly to Nico Solomon and give Rapid City the ball right back. Look at Nico undercutting the throw. Love to see it. Jumping ahead now to this 3rd and 18, and Barrage throws a dart to McLawler as the first quarter comes to a close, knotted at 0. Now, the second quarter would start with Rapid City going 3 and out to kick a field goal, this time from 36 yards out, and it gets them on the board, 3-0 Stegos. Ensuing possession, Buffalo drives the field but is stopped just short of a first to force a field goal try that splits the uprights and returns the favor. We're knotted at 3. Now, how about the next play from scrimmage for Rapid City, though? A 61-yard rumble up the middle from Spencer Streets had the Stegos immediately in business. But again, the drive stalls out, and Rapid City has to settle for 3 points. 6-3, Stegos lead it with 1:46 till the half. Now we go to the next drive with Buffalo getting a big play of their own with this 48-yard pass from Agbana. And a few plays later, Jacques Barksdale runs around the right edge to give Buffalo the lead. Barrage would hit a consolation 42-yard pass, but time would run out, and the score would remain just that heading to the halves. 10-6, Buffalo. All right, first play of the second half would be a sack from Octavius Terrell to put Buffalo behind the sticks. But they get a few firsts to stall out for yet another field goal attempt to push the lead out to 13-6 with 3:02 to go in the third. We move ahead now to first down for Rapid City as Barrage picks up where he left off and hits Willie Parker for a 43-yard pass to get Rapid City in the red zone. But again, Rapid City cannot finish the drive, and yeah, they settled for another 3. Buffalo would then do some damage with a 28-yard rush from Barksdale that was quickly followed up with a 57-yard gut punch to the house to the senior, J.J. Jenkins. Now, Pace was absolutely torched on the play, and he was a little beside himself. He's not going to forget it as Rapid City falls down 11 points. What if I said you could make that 18? Solomon Brown robs Charlie Barrage blind on 2nd and 6 and whistles his way into the end zone as he might have just put Rapid City to bed. 27-9 now as we move forward to the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 5, and Barrage completely falls apart, and a familiar name picks the ball off. Some of you will remember good old Marcus Fuqua as he dives out to make the play. Might have smiled a little bit, not gonna lie. But hey, the defense tried on the next possession. 3 and out on some real big hits with 2 downs ending in TFLs. Now Barrage would pull his head from his ass next drive and hit a few quick passes to get things moving. And all of a sudden, Rapid City had 1st and goal from the 6. And Dingendumper made the call to go to Streets on the next down, and the Stegos put a small dent in that lead. Now, Rapid City would then get another stop, but they'd have to exhaust all 3 timeouts. And on 1st and 10, Barrage would fall back to his old habits and deliver a ball to junior Deion Crawford. That guy does not play for Rapid City. But man, someone should get him to hop in the portal. Look at the airtime, man. Damn. Buffalo would take a knee, and Rapid City suffers defeat for the first time under Coach Dingendumper, 27-16. All right, quick recruiting updates before the FCS game as Rapid City gains more influence on QB Khalil Rivers, a little more on Mike Latoris, but Syracuse is coming on strong. Rapid City tried to sway J.R. Davis on some things as Boston College gains ground, and the Stegos are already hard selling Chris Gentry to try to wrap him up before he even has a chance to visit in Week 12. Now, Shane Roseboom has fallen in love with Syracuse, unfortunately, as Rapid City hopes that a visit in Week 7 isn't too late. Tangy Biscuits moves into his top 5 as the Stegos schedule him to visit for the Liberty game with corner Chris Gentry and defensive tackle TJ Powers Thompson. Now, on to the FCS game. Jadon Kelly got the Pandas on the board first in this one, as I should also mention this game was played pre-patch. So these FCS squads were still really damn good. Next drive, Charlie Barrage had himself a nice run and a good throw, set up this gorgeous 13-yard Spencer Street touchdown run. Now, we're going to fast forward to about 1:35 left till the half. The Panthers had the ball 1st and 10 for the 27, and they get themselves 7 more points on this pretty ball to Jalen Parrish Jr. to break out into the lead. But Barrage returns fire with a 30-yard pass to Peaks that he'd follow up with a nice 35-yard pass to Scooter McDougie for 6 to tie this thing up. We jump ahead now to the 3rd quarter. Barrage is at it again. A 64-yard bomb to Jimmy Beans, who dusts the corner for 6 in the lead for Rapid City. Great protection that gave Beans time to get a 2-yard lead on his guy. But a minute later, Brandon Benson breaks every tackle he's ever seen tried on him and knots the game right back up. Frustration setting in on that defense, man. Next drive, 4th and 1 for Barrage, no problem. Next play is Keontae Truth for 17 down to the 16-yard line. Red zone offense engaged. And then on 4th and 2, Barrage doesn't see the corner, stay in the flat, and throws a costly interception to Marquez Lott. Thankfully, the Rapid City defense would step up and smash on the FCS attack for a 3 and out. We'd love to see a gang tackle. Next drive starts with some trickeration from Rapid City with the reverse to Willie Parker that goes for 26. And as the quarter runs out, Barrage looks for a read and doesn't find anyone, so takes off for a nice scramble down to the 5-yard line as the teams head to the 4th quarter. Now, first play of the 4th is an RPO throw to Scooter McDougie, and he walks into the end zone untouched. Rapid City leads 28-21. All right, next drive is thwarted by a beautiful leaping deflection on Valentine's part to force yet another punt from the Pandas. And the Stegos would capitalize. With 2 minutes left, they pick up a 3rd and 8 to force the Pandas to burn all of their remaining timeouts as Keontae Truth and Charlie Barrage bust big runs to get them to the 3-yard line, where Truth would cap the drive with an easy touchdown to put Rapid City up 2 scores. Pandas get the ball back and they're shut down and can't convert on 4th and 10. So this thing ends 35-21 Stegos, with Barrage picking up player of the game as Rapid City moves to 3-1 on the season as they head to Miami, Ohio next week. But first, let's check back in on recruiting as Rapid City secures their first recruit with Coach Dingledumper as 3-star QB Khalil Rivers out of Tennessee verbals to play for the Stegos. Dingledumper has secured his QB of the future, hopefully. His attributes as a thrower aren't so great, but Dingledumper thinks they can make solid use of his legs with that 88 speed and 91 acceleration. At 6'1", 180, we'll see how durable he can be, though. Now, the rest of the big targets for Rapid City saw small influence gains this week, with exception of Shane Roseboom. The guy visited Syracuse and decided that's where he was going to call home, unfortunately. Now, there's one new addition to the board Dingledumper is going after, and that's athlete Chubba Dungbuns out of Tallahassee, Florida. 4-star projects at linebacker. Rapid City will try to get into his top 8 before the Florida schools take notice. All right, for the final game of today, let's head out to Miami, Ohio, where Rapid City is looking to move to 4-1 on the season. Right away, early in the first, Spencer Streets gets the feet moving for a 38-yard scamper to get the momentum going for the Stegos. Next play, beautiful toss and catch from Bears to Scott McLawler to get them to the 4. Full extension from McLawler. Look at this. Now, a couple plays later, Spencer Streets gets to put the cherry on top. 7-0 Stegos. Miami goes 3 and out on their first possession, and Rapid City can't do anything on their next one either as they head to the 2nd quarter. Then, Nico Solomon gets himself an interception, beautifully undercuts the out, and takes it away to set up the Truth. Keontae Truth. He busts through the seam, makes a couple of nice cuts, and breaks the tackle on the way to a 48-yard touchdown run. It's 14-0 Rapid City. Another Miami 3 and out coupled with a Keontae Truth screen would set up another 3 points for Rapid City as they nailed the field goal with 1:50 to go in the half. And man, Miami once again could not get anything going. So Rapid City got the ball back yet again and drove down to the 18 with 6 seconds left. Dingledumper would call a run here, hoping to center up for a field goal attempt, but he'd get more than that as Keontae Truth took the game over. 18 yards later, he's in the end zone again, and it's 24-0 as they head to the break. Truth had 5 carries for 90 yards and 2 tutties at this point. Yeesh. Now, a Kenny Trace run would get Miami on the board in the 3rd, but Rapid City would answer right back with an RPO to CJ Peace to make this thing 31-8 as the teams headed to the 4th quarter. 4th and 14 now for Miami, and the desperation leads to a 40-yard bomb to Cade McDonald. Not sure how the defense lets that happen, but here we are at 31-16. Now Rapid City is attempting to run the clock, but can't convert this 3rd and 5 with a bad throw from Barrage, so they elect to attempt a field goal to push the lead to 3 scores. but they missed the kick off the upright. So the door stays open for the Redhawks. 3rd and 8 now for Miami with just over a minute to go. And again, the Rapid City defense gives this guy all day to throw, and that's disaster. As a 55-yard strike to McDonald again has this game now within reach at 31-23 with an onside kick attempt coming. Thankfully, Scooter McDougie would recover, and Dingle Dumper was a little salty, so get another tutty for Rapid City to McLawler with 2 seconds left in this thing. Miami is not gonna like that. Your final from Miami, Ohio is 38-23 with Keontae Truth pounding the Redhawks for player of the game with 19 carries for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now the Stegos move to 4-1, and hey, 3-star middle linebacker Mike Latoris from Richmond, Virginia commits to play for Rapid City. Mike is a gem with an 88 tackle rating and an 86 speed rating. As the second commit in the class, expectations are high. Now we talked about Chubba Dung Buns before last game, and Rapid City not only moves into his top 8, but they vault to the top of this gems list. Love to see that. The battle for tangy biscuits continues as Penn State has a visit scheduled a week before Rapid City. Do not like that. The free safety has almost narrowed this down to his top 3 though. Stegos successfully swayed J.R. Davis, enabling them to hard sell, coupled with DMing the guy. This should help Rapid City immensely, as Boston College was just about to pass them up as he nears a decision. Now that'll do it for the updates here for now. I'll see you in the next video with Northern Illinois, Missouri, and FCS East. What do you think Rapid City needs to recruit the most right now? Where are we lacking? I think it's DBs. It's always DBs. Team speed. Let me know in the comments or in the Discord. And of course, drop a prospect name in the link that's in the pinned comment for a chance to be on Rapid City's team in the future. Until the next video, though, go Stegos. Oh, and like the video, man. Help the channel out. Like the video. Okay, bye.